Drop a little message in there so we can get that pin so they know who to follow, man. It's going down, man. We got the legendary Boost Doctor. All right, I see we got the Facebook thing going. Okay, I see us out there. There we go. All right, so here we go. All right, your main man, E-Vapors. Car Show Rail. Cartalktv. Let's bring Boost Doctor. Let's bring Boost Doctor. Let's go ahead and get it going, baby. Let's go. Here we go, man.
Yo,
Boost Doctor.
what's going on with you?
Hey, man, another good day here in the Carolinas, man. I know you in the Carolinas too, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, let's go ahead and get that straight, man. So I'm from the Bull City. You from the Bull City, man. So tell everybody, what's the Bull City, man, in case they don't know.
Hey, Durham, North Carolina, man. The Bull
Yes, sir.
City, like, this the place to be in North Carolina.
Man, come on.
You know
Come
what I'm
on.
saying? Like, it's the place to be.
Come on. Come on. And speaking of the Bull City in North Carolina, man, I just want to go ahead and tell you, man, you definitely are, putting the Bull City on the map with everything that you're doing. And, we're going to talk about racing. We're going to talk about family. We're going to talk about, what makes you tick, you know what I'm saying, why you do what you do. We're going to cover all that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Ready for it.
And what we'll do too, we'll check out a couple videos. I'm gonna put up a couple pictures, man. And you can just kind of tell me, what's going through your mind during those times, and we'll just kind of go from there.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So my partner, Car Show Rail, my co-host, man, one of his questions he always loved to ask, man, what was your first car?
My very first car.
Yes, sir. The first car.
Man, my very first car that I bought with my own money was a 1978 Honda Civic, man. That was my very first car.
Was it the hatchback?
It looked like a hatchback, but it had a little trunk, you know what I'm saying? But it looked, it was the little Honda 1200 Civic, man. Little bitty car, man. It had 12-inch wheels on it from the factory. Man, that was my first car, man. I paid for it, man. I bought my own car, man. I was on top of the world, man. Man,
you can't tell a brother nothing when they get their first car, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I didn't get my first car until I was in the military. I was 18 years old, riding around Durham. I graduated high school in 1991, Southern Durham.
Yeah, I came out in 90.
Okay, 90. Okay, which school?
Yeah.
Which school?
Hillside.
Okay, hey, Hillside. So my homeboy Rodney Rogers, T-Top. Yeah. So I know we know all some of the same people, man. Yeah. So I came out in 91, got my first car. It was a Jeep Tracker. Do you remember the Jeep Tracker?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so I had the Jeep Tracker, man. So with that Civic, now tell me, did you get into racing with that Civic, or what got you into racing, man? Or was it that Civic?
So I was always into racing, man, because my daddy was into it. My brother loved fast cars, man. So, like, I was always into it. But, like, at the time, that was, like, transportation. And plus, I always been in the car audio. You know what I'm saying? So,
Oh, yeah.
So I ended up with, like, man, that little bitty car, man, I had 415s in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. So, like, I always been in the stereo big, cause, man, that's what my big brother did, man. You're going to follow your big brother footsteps, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I always been into that.
Yeah. What's your speakers of choice, man? I mean, I know with money, you can go. I remember back in them days, it was like, was it Rocks or Foxgate? Was that like the top stuff back then?
Foxgate, man. Man, believe it or not, man, I don't know if you know Herb Holloway. But Herb Holloway used to use those Eminence. And I ended up having, I had 4 Eminence 15s in there, man. And it was, for back then, it was pretty, pretty strong.
Yeah, man.
Times have changed a lot now, man. So, like, the stereo I got, man, it's probably 10 times louder than what that was. You know what I'm saying? And I thought that was loud.
Yeah. So would it be safe to say your first passion was the music and the sound before you was even into racing?
Nah. It's just I didn't have a car to race with, man. That's all, like, man. So really, man, I had another car before that. I had a 68 Cutlass, man. And my dad worked at this car lot, man, and I used to go up there I was 15 years old, man, and I go out there and you know, work with my daddy and work on cars and stuff, man. And the guy owned, a guy named Levi, man, owned the car lot, man. And he, for the most part, gave me a '68 Cutlass. So that was really my first car, but like it was given to me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so I used to cut up with it, man. I had a 400 Pontiac in it, man. Cause when I first got the car, I locked the motor up in like less than a week, man. Racing my brother on the street, man. And I locked the motor up. My daddy gave me a 400 Pontiac out of another car, but I had to take it out, switch it over and stuff, man. You know, back then, like my daddy used to help me a little bit. He could get around a whole lot better then. And we got the car together, man. And I used to cut up a little bit after school. And one day, man, I'm riding along, man. It had just snowed like 2 days before, and I was like, yeah, the street's straight now. Man, I'm out there playing, man, and I come up on this big patch of ice and hit the ice, man, and basically lost control, went through these people's yard, knocked their mailboxes down, crushed their trash cans, all that, man. So you know, my mama was paying my insurance.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was the end of that, man. So I end up having to trade my brother my '68 Cutlass for like a 1980 Datsun B210.
Remember that? I remember that.
Yeah. So that's, you know, that was really like my first little hot rod experience with that. So then, like, I was in school then, man. Once I got out of school, like, the first car I bought was Honda. And I played with that for a while. And then trying to think what I bought. I had a Regal. And I had a Cutlass after that. And I ain't really doing that with it, man. I was still doing the stereo stuff.
Yeah.
And then I finally bought a few years later, man, I bought a Toyota Corolla, man. I was like, man, I'm gonna put a rotary in this thing. And I put the turbo rotary in it. And I messed with that car for years. I still got it now, man, but I ain't ran it in I don't know how long, but like before I was done with it, it was going like high 9-second quarters. You know what I'm saying? It was a pretty fast car.
Oh,
especially
yeah.
For a little import.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that I can only imagine what the car scene was like in Durham back in the 90s, man. Like I said, I came out of high school in 91, so I wasn't on the car scene as a youth.
See, back then, man, like we had spots we could go and hang out and stuff, man. And like now, like you don't really have anywhere you can go hang out, man. The police ring you from everywhere, you know. So that was really the biggest difference. Like Avondale Car Wash, man. Everybody hung out the weekends.
Hold up.
Yeah.
Avondale Car, come on now.
Yeah.
I done spent many days and nights at Avondale Car Wash, bro.
Yes,
right
sir.
at the stoplight.
That was the spot, man.
Right at the stoplight.
And what's so funny, man, it's still around now, but like nobody hangs out there. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like they just don't let you hang around no more.
Yeah, that Avondale Car Wash, man. I remember let me see, I joined the Navy in 1992.
Yeah.
So my mom had a 3 Series BMW.
Yeah.
A little gold joint, man. And when I tell you, it was like making money. I would come home on the weekend, get in her BMW, go to Avondale Car Wash.
Yes, sir.
Wash the car and just post up.
Post up. That's all you got to do, man. The whole weekend. Man. Whole weekend, just post it up. Now, look, this ain't my car, but they don't know it ain't my car. Yeah. Man, that's a flashback, Avondale Car Wash, man. Do you remember? I really forgot all about it, man. To you just talking about stuff, man. It just made me think about it.
Yeah, man. We used to
years ago, right there.
You ever used to pull up at South Square, Northgate, back in them days?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah. What was your side of town, man? Like when I first got to Durham, man, I was in 4th grade when I moved to Durham. And we lived in Chesterfield Apartments on Chapel Hill Road, right behind Lakewood Shopping Center.
Yeah.
So
see, I'm close to there now. Like I'm not far from there now, but when I came up, man, I was I came up in Campus Hill.
Oh, so, Campus Hill. Yeah. Oh, when they used to have the basketball courts outside of Campus Hill.
Yeah, exactly.
So look,
It was Insco Park back then, and then they changed it to Campbell Hill Park.
Yeah. So we used to live. We actually when my mom married my stepdad, he's a preacher in Durham, and he was preaching at a church called Monroe Chapel, and it's not too far from Campus Hills, and we lived in a neighborhood, literally across the street from Campus Hills. Somehow I can't think of the name of the neighborhood, but we
probably
stayed.
Unity Village.
Yeah, I can't even remember, man, but we stayed right up in there. Yeah, and we used to go hoop, over at Campus Hills, man. And my mom worked at Central a lot. And bro, that was a good pull-up spot, man. We used to pull up at Central a whole lot too back in them days. They used to have this thing called the 1040 break.
Man, with my sounds damn bumping, man. That was like, that little drive-through part they had where you go by the dorms and stuff, man.
Bro, the student union.
Every day, like
the one-way street at the student union.
Yeah, exactly.
And you go down by the law building and you go back out.
Yep.
Bro, we stayed through there, and they used to have this thing called the 1040 break.
Yeah.
10:40 a.m. to 10:40 break. I used to come from Virginia down to Durham and hang out with my brother, and we'd post up at the 10:40 break. I had a backpack and everything like I was in school. I won't be going in school. I wasn't in school. Oh, somebody in here, Big Wink 101 said 1040 break. They know about the 1040 break in here. They know about Durham.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Matter of fact, let's see what questions we got in here real quick. I got a question in the Instagram chat. It said, from the real Mr. G Body, are you planning on coming to Maryland and run any guys in the future?
Yeah, man. So Jay Stroker, man, hit me up not too long ago. They doing some event up there. I got to get the date on it again, but I'm trying to make it up to that event, man. I think it's gonna be at Budge Creek, Maryland. So I definitely want to get up that way, man, because it's like every time we travel, every time we got an event, it's always down south, man. It's not really much going on up north, man. So I'm definitely trying to get that way, for sure.
No doubt. I'm seeing my Durham folk in here, Big Wink 101. So this Big E, I'm Durham all day. So we got Bull City in here supporting real strong, bro. But look, I want to show you this video real quick, man. I want you to tell me what was going on right here. Tell me what was going on right here. Look like a little something was going on right here. Now,
oh yeah. That was I want to say that was when I ran Dunk Master the first time. That was like my first that was my first big wheel race, man. Like I put my car together, man, and in the beginning I just put the car together just to drive around on the street, play around, have fun or whatever. And then I decided I wanted to get a little more serious with it, man. And when I did that, like that was my first race. That was my first race right there. And then, I ain't looked back since then.
Yeah, so you mentioned Dunk Master in your first race. How did that race go?
Basically, man, so we showed up, man, and the big wheel thing was new to me. And like I had 20s on my car at the time, man, and he had like 28s. So we wanted to race him, man, and he was like, he'll race us, but we had to give him a spot because our wheels were smaller.
Yeah, give him a hit.
So we ended up giving him one in the break, man, and it won't let me see. It won't.
What you mean?
Hold
on. I know you're being modest. What you mean?
It set the internet world on fire, man, because he hadn't been beat on the track. You know what I'm saying? So like we whooped him. So so that pretty much set the tone, man, and I just kept going from there.
Yeah. So how many times have you and Dunk Master lined it up?
Man, we done ran like between his car and Country C's car. I think we done ran 5 times. I done beat him 3 times to 2.
3-2. Okay. So you know what? That sounds like a future matchup. Would you consider running him again?
So what you gotta look at is like they've been in the game for a minute, as far as like the big wheel stuff, and I was just getting into it. So like I was transitioning the whole entire time. Like, when I came out, I did a good race then, but like it was times well, I run a race and I got a problem with my car, or I ain't got this right, or I ain't got that right. So I took a few L's getting everything together. But like now, like, he know not to race me. He know better. Yeah, he knows better. So they gonna get on there, man, and they gonna throw all the hype, man. Like they'll do anything, man. But when we go to the track, man, like he's not gonna race me. Because he he even posted it one day. Like he know he don't have enough to beat me right now. So he working towards that, and I don't know what he got for this year.
Hold on.
Last year and the year before, nah.
So you're saying that, I think you're saying that he eluded, or some of the comments are that he don't have enough for. I don't think he didn't actually say he don't have enough for you, right?
Oh yeah, he said it one time. Yeah, cause everybody, cause people was on him about it, man. Like, why you want rerun Boost Doctor? Cause he beat me back in 2018 at Valdosta. So he beat me there. Like I had problems, I lost. You know what I'm saying? But like that was 2018. It's 2021, and this is what you do like for a living, and you ain't ran it back. You know what I'm saying? So he pretty much got on there one day when everybody kept asking him, and he was just like, I ain't racing because I ain't got enough for him. Like I know I ain't got enough right now, so he was like, he trying to get right. So now he back talking junk again, man. Talking about he's gonna be ready in April. So I'm gonna just sit and wait till April, man, and get on his ass.
What I tell you what, April 10th. Well, actually April 9th and April 10th. I'm going to be in Dallas. Cartalktv will be in Dallas for the Don't Master versus Demonology, and a lot of YouTubers going to be out there racing. So I mean, you're not saying April he's going to be ready. Like you're going to be there April 9th or 10th.
I ain't gonna be there. Well, as far as I know, I'm not gonna be there. I got a race. I got a race on the 11th in Memphis. So me and CEO Larry, we throwing a little birthday thing, man. Cause my birthday April the 15th, and I think Larry's like the 10th or the 11th. So we doing a little race together, man, and we're gonna get a little grudge race going on, and we gonna have a good time.
Well, I've noticed on your Instagram, I'm going to say it like this: you post some interesting videos and pictures of your opponents. Is that safe to say?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I do comedy. I do stand-up comedy for a living, right?
Yes.
So I was scrolling down your page, man, and I got down to a part where it was these. I guess they was guys, the heads of guys on like like a drill team.
Yeah.
Yeah. You remember that picture?
I can't remember right now, man. I do a lot of them.
Man, when I tell you, it was literally like a girls' drill team, and you put the
yeah. I think that was I want to say that was Ben Getting Cash and his sister and a couple more people like the LYB crew.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
FYB. Yeah. Is that something that you have always done? Just trying, adding humor to like the pre-race or after the race?
No, man. Like I mean, it just. I like having fun, man. Like it ain't nothing that I always done, but like it's just, I just, you just sitting around thinking, you like, well, it'd be funny if I did this. You know what I'm saying? It's just something I started with, man. Like the people love it, man. They keep the crowd into it. You know what I'm saying? And it give your opponent a reason to come back harder. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
that's kind of what happens. Like when I lose, they do me the same way. You know what I'm saying? So it just go with the game.
Well, I got another race for you, and let me know how this race ended right here. I'm gonna show you this right here. Let's take a look. Take a look real quick at this one.
Oh yeah. So that was the first time me and Cut the Check race. So the whole deal was, man, like I told you, when I first came on the scene, I only had 20-inch wheels.
Gotcha. So
they was like, I wanted to run them.
Oh man.
It was like, nah, man, like he said, man, you gotta get some 26s before you can run this, man. Like, cause they run on slicks too. And I had slicks.
Yeah.
They was like, nah, we ain't gonna run you on slicks. You gotta get some 26s. And he was like, this a new day, man. He was like, this what we doing now. I was like, all right, man. And then, you know, he talked a little junk and was like, man, what, you can't buy no 26s, man. I'll buy you some $1,200 26s, man. We can go down and hit the that's like my home track, really. I mean, it's like 2 hours away, but it's still like my home track or whatever. So they came down there, man. They got there probably like midday, the middle of the race or whatever. So we had a few hours left, man. They messed around. So then at the end of the night, man, they was like, yeah, let's try for, you know, a little something light or whatever. And it was like a $2,000 race. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I was like, man, well, y'all don't wait for track to get all, you know, like Fayetteville good in the daytime, and then the more you run on it, like the worse the attraction is. So I was like, well, man, so that's kind of why they didn't want to bet a lot of money. So I was like, all right, man, we'll do it. And you know what I'm saying? We went out there, man, and I beat them, man. Like so what they tried to do, man, they tried to sneak me and spray nitrous on me, and they put too much in the motor.
Yeah.
And, you know, that hurt the motor.
Yeah.
So and that's how they went, man. And like back then, man, like I had a lot less than what I got now. I just had like a basic 6.0. Man, I had some Chinese eBay turbos on there. Man, like it was all basic stuff, man, because like at that point in time, it was about me going as fast as I could go on a low budget.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like how I always done things. So, you know, that's what I had, man. And it was enough. Like I ain't like whooping bad, but I beat them. And so I think they was in their feelings a little bit about it, man, because they went and bought an $80,000 motor or whatever. You know what I mean? They spent all this big money in the car, changed the fuel injection system, the suspension. They changed everything in the car. And guess what? 3 years later, well, almost 3 years later, because we ran it April 18th.
Yeah.
And we just ran it back 2 weeks ago, 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And guess what? I beat them even worse.
Yeah, but wasn't there some controversy around the track conditions? Am I correct on that?
I mean, it's talk of it, but I mean, we both on the same track. We both on this look. So the whole thing was, so really, man, like, so I won the first race. So really, like, I should have decided on everything, like where we was racing at, you know, when we was gonna race, blah blah blah. I let them decide all that. So they chose that track. That's their home track. They said there's no way I could beat them at their own track. I said, all right. All right. So to take it even further, we flipped for lanes. They got lane choice and got the best lane. I had the worst lane. That lane had been giving problems all day. I had the worst lane. And I still won, man. Like, you know, I beat you. I beat you in every increment. I beat you from the start to the finish. It ain't nothing to say. It ain't no controversy. Like, we both on the same track. Nothing went wrong. Like, no red lights, no nothing, man. We both left at the same time, and I beat you. Point blank period.
Yeah. Well, you know, in a lot of sports, you know, it's a gentleman's sport, or you know, or it's not. How would you consider the big wheel racing, you know, far as it being a gentleman's sport, and you know, okay, when it's over, it's over. We can talk, we can get chest to chest, face to face, but that's just like a lot of theatrics, but or passion. You know, would you consider the gentleman's sport like when it's over, everybody's cool?
For the most part, man. But like, I don't care who you are, man. Like, if you put blood, sweat, and tears into doing something, man, and you come up short, you gonna feel some type of way about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's anything, man. Like, you know, they lost, man, and they just gotta suck it up, come back and try it again. Try it the third time. That's all I can tell them.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Like a lot of guys, man, I will say, cut the check. Like, they got a lot of cars. They do a bunch of racing, so they are real racers. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
you know, some of the guys just see this as a way to, you know, get their social media up or whatever, and you know, they doing it for that. But like, Cut the Check is real racers. Like, they got plenty of cars, they race all the time. They know the business, you know what I'm saying? They know what this is about.
yeah. So I look at a lot of different races, man, you know, over the years, and even recently, I'll just say recently, as far as social media being added to the mix. In your opinion, is it a good thing that now that social media is in the mix, and if a driver or racer goes live, and you know, all kind of
Yeah,
people
I
can
think
flood
it's a
in there?
good thing, man. I do, man. Like, a lot of people don't.
Yeah.
But I think it's a good thing because it gets so much more people into it, man, and it keep people abreast of what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like the fans can interact with social media, whereas before they couldn't. You know what I'm saying? They couldn't interact at all. All they could do is just show up at the track and watch you race. So I definitely think it's a good thing. Sometimes it go left, but you know, for the most part, I think it's definitely a way for the sport to grow.
Yeah, so what's your opinion on the same line, right? So now you got a bunch of fans. It's more fans than there are racers. So
Yeah.
the majority of people that's going to be in the live, like even right now in this live,
Yeah.
are going to be fans or people that love racing. I've been hearing this term, you know, oil pressure.
Yeah.
So do you agree with, if you don't have a car, you can't talk on it? What's your opinion on that?
I would say that you can't talk, but your talk should be limited. You know what I'm saying? Like, every
Yeah.
man, if you're a man, you got the right to talk. You know what I'm saying? Like, can't tell a man they can't talk, but like, you got to, at some point, you're gonna have to draw the line because you're not able to do the stuff that you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you talking junk to me about racing, but your car ain't ready, like at some point this conversation got to stop, man, because like you can't do anything. Like, you just, you know, you ain't got nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you could be building the baddest car in the world, but right now, hey, you just like anybody else that don't have a car.
Yeah, yeah, but that's the part of the social media that I always hear people say, like, these guys, they don't have a car, they're doing all this talking, but it's almost like saying, okay, I don't play in the NFL, right? But you know, I reach a certain conversation level of this
Yeah,
team is
you
better than
know
that.
something about it. Yeah,
Yeah, you know, let's say barbershop talk. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah,
the same thing is true with racing. Like,
yeah.
I'm working to
So
build my
like a
first.
lot of the fans, man, that don't have cars, I mean, they still like, they keep up with it and they know what's going on. I mean, it's parts of it that they really don't understand, and some of the stuff is a little more complicated than they think it is. But at the same time, like, you know, they know right from wrong. Then, you know, and the thing about the fans is, man, they can. I like when the fans want to see something, because in the game that we in, man, like, the fans to a degree control what's going on. You know what I'm saying? I want to see Boost Doctor run Grand Nazi. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, if people keep talking about it, you know, it ain't that we can do but make it happen. That's all we can
Hey,
do, man. I didn't did a lot of racing. I didn't done a lot of races because that's what the fans wanted to see. Matter of fact, I ran Grand Nazi twice, and like, to me, like, our cars are not equal in any kind of way, man. Like, he got way more cars than I got. But guess what, man? I came out on top twice. You know what I'm saying? So right now, man, I'm working on. So right now, you know, I run on hard tires when I'm on rims.
yeah,
That's my preferred tire. So, you know, last year, Grand Nazi switched to slicks on his 24s.
okay,
So now he won't race on hard tires. So they want to see us run again. So right now, I'm about to buy some 24s for the back, and I'm gonna put 24 slick on there, and we're gonna make it happen.
yeah. Somebody made a comment, and that's what we're talking about now. Do you and Grand Nassau plan on?
Yeah. So so that's what's going on, man. Like, matter of fact, man, I'm supposed to put the order in for the wheels tomorrow.
So is it, I think you kind of said this earlier, when you're going to race somebody again, the winner sets the conditions, but would you try to set the conditions with Grand National to say, hey, I want to race on hard tires?
I tried, man. He won't do it. Yeah, he won't do it, man, because, like, he done lost 2 races against me that he felt like he should have won anyway. So, like, he's not gonna have anything going on to where he feel like it's giving me the upper hand. You know what I'm saying? So it's all good.
Yeah, but
it's all good. Like, I just get some slicks because I wanna get on Grand Nassy and I wanna get on Hollywood's on Silverback. Like, them the 2 cars is on slicks that I want to take out. Black Flag, I see you on here, buddy.
Black Flag, yeah, we see you.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the plan, man. Like I say, man, I'm gonna order the wheels. As soon as I put the order in for the wheels, as soon as I hang up with him, I'm calling Black Flag and I'm gonna get the tires.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, you know, within a month I should be going. You know what I'm saying? I should be going with that. And we trying to do a race in Alabama on, I want to say it's May 22nd.
Okay.
So yeah, May 22nd, man. Yeah, me and Grand Nassy, we gonna lock horns.
So in your opinion, or maybe I'm gonna speak from the fans' eyes, if you and Grand Nassy went back and forth about tires, and, you know, the race got pushed back, and a whole year goes by, who looks like they're running? Would it be you, or would it look like he's running in the fans' eyes?
Man, it depends on who you a fan of. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like football, man. Like, man, if you like Dallas, man, it don't matter what's going on somewhere else, man. You're a Dallas fan, man. You know what I'm saying? So in the eyes to a Grand Nassy fan, man, like, I'm wrong. But, you know, in the eyes to a Boost Doctor fan, then he wrong. You know what I'm saying? But, like, I feel like that big wheel racing was built off of running the hard tires, and you should always be able to do that. So that's the problem right now I got with Grand Nassy, and that's the problem I got with Hollywood with Silverback. Silverback will not run on hard tires. Grand Nassy will not run on hard tires. That's smart. So it is what it is, though, man. I'm you know, the wheel's not welded on. You know what I'm saying? I can change and put whatever I need to put on there. I do it all the time. Yeah. It'll just be one extra set of wheels I got. I already got like 4 different sets of wheels because I do so much different racing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to have one more set of wheels for that.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, I clearly see that you don't discriminate when it comes to racing. So let's take a look at another video here real quick. I see you don't discriminate when it comes to racing, because it looks like right here, we'll be able to see it here in a second, that you and a Fox body are lining up. Here we go. You remember this one?
Oh, yeah. That's Rockingham Streetcar Takeover.
You out of there. Out of there. What happened to the Fox body?
Man, he ain't had enough. They went in the sea. That one in the sea right there. And what people don't know is, man, that very video right there.
Yeah.
I was turning the clocks on that day. I was turning the clocks on. I was showing them what I was running. I mean, I wasn't turned up, but, like, I went some fast numbers that day, man. So, like, if some of the people, like the people that was at Streetcar Takeover, and they came up to me, and they just couldn't believe it, man. Like, how do you go that fast on those tires?
Yeah.
Like, they just couldn't believe it, man. That was, man, if I had $1 for every time somebody asked me that, man, like, I could go on vacation. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was like they just couldn't believe it. Because that was really my reason for going, because I was like, well, the Streetcar Takeover crowd don't really know nothing about big wheel racing, man. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I'm going to go here and show them, because I keep seeing comments on other pages oh, it's not like they can go in the nines or, you know, like stuff like, and I'm like, man, that's easy. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that was the reason I went there. But it kind of like, man, it didn't play out the way I wanted because like Streetcar Takeover is, you know, basically 1320 video.
Yeah.
Where, you know, the whole COVID thing and all that, man. So really, man, they didn't have the media there like they normally do. So like they want a lot of coverage of it.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you know, you were just saying people wondering how you go fast, how are you doing this? In your opinion, is it the burnout? Is it your tree time? Is it your speed on the back end? What is your key components to going fast on the track, or is it a combination of all those things?
Man, it's everything, but the biggest thing is, so you gotta have your car set up properly. So that's the first thing. But the second thing is you got to be at one with your car. Like you got to know when you go to this track, man, and you on this surface or you in this type of weather, you know, you got to know what adjustments you need to make to the car to get it to perform. You know what I'm saying? So that's a lot of it. And then, like, man, you got to know how to make horsepower.
Okay.
So I mean, it's a lot of components, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like I got a thoroughly good combination, you know what I'm saying? I make it work. I lose some, you know what I'm saying? But for the most part, you know, I do pretty good.
Gotcha. Well, let's take a look. I want to show you something else, and just give me your breakdown of. Here we go. I want you to give me your breakdown of what we're looking at here. So what we're looking at clearly. That's the pre-race burnout. What are the key components to your burnouts before the race?
So this was the thing. That was at Street Over 2, and that was later on at night. And you know, the track was getting a little cooler. You know what I'm saying? So I did my normal burnout, and then I decided that that wasn't good enough for the conditions of the track. So I backed up and did a second burnout, and I burnt all the way through the line. Sometimes, like, if the prep is good, man, you can just pull up to the line and be good. But, like, if the prep isn't good, sometimes you got to burn out through the line just to make you 2 clean tracks. You know what I'm saying? So that was what was going on in that video.
So how do you know the prep is good? Is it something you feel? Is it the car is going?
You can go out there and you can walk on the track, man, and you know, like if the track is tight, man, like when you walk on it, it's gonna try to pull your shoe off. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's pretty much what you want with the type of racing what we do. You want some glue down there. You want it sticky.
So would you walk the track, or do you have a team and you trust somebody's opinion?
My brother goes with me to most of the races, man. So what he do is when I'm in the burnout, when I'm pulling up to the burnout box, he go out there and walk on the starting line, and he finds me a line. So he stands where he want me to pull to. So if he's standing out there, then basically, man, I'm gonna take my driver's side wheel, and I'm gonna line it up directly with him and pull straight up there to him. So that's how we do it.
I guarantee you, I've been watching racing for a while, and I've never heard that specific breakdown on you know a teammate lining up the driver. So you trust.
Because, see, man, so it's so much you got going on, man. It would be good, like, if you had a person to do every little one thing, you know. And some people do, man. But for me, man, like, the most people I'm gonna have at the track helping me is probably like 2 or 3 people, man. And most of the time it's just my brother. So like we gotta make sure we cover everything. You know, so I done it a lot, so like I can remember most stuff. You know what I'm saying? I can remember most of what I gotta do because it's like routine.
Yeah.
But like sometimes you need a little help.
Yeah. Now, my thoughts on watching racing is a lot of times the fans, including myself, just watching a race, we don't know all these pre-race things that you're talking about right now. What is your approach to the tree? Do you have a specific routine, whether it's a pro tree or a sportsman tree? And what type of tree do you prefer?
Oh, I prefer a pro tree all day, man. I prefer a pro tree all day, man. A sportsman tree, man, that's whack. Like, man, I mean, that's for bracket racers and stuff, man. I'm a grudge racer, man. I'm a heads up racer. Like, whoever I race, man, the person on the other side, we leaving at the same time, man. We don't need no kind of special breakdown of the lights and none of that, man. You just drop the tree. So yeah, so like normally when I'm preparing, to pull to the tree, man, so you get in the car, you strap up, make sure your CO2 is on, which is the CO2 is used to control the boost controller. So you gotta make sure that's on, because if that's not on, like, you're not gonna make any power.
You'll be out of it.
So normally, man, if I'm racing, and a lot of people don't do this, but if I'm racing, when I leave, when I get up that morning or whenever, I go on in the car and I turn my CO2 on right then, and I just leave it on all day. Cause I'd rather pay $5 or $10 to refill the water, man, than to go out there and forget to turn it on, man, and get waxed. You know what I'm saying? So that's turn the CO2 on. So you gotta check your tire pressure. You know what I'm saying? Get in the car, strap up. Biggest thing, man, be comfortable.
Yeah.
Saying the more comfortable you are in that car, the better you're gonna perform. Like, if you're not comfortable in the car, man, you're never gonna perform as you should. You know what I'm saying? So that's the biggest thing, man. And the more you race, the more comfortable you're gonna be. So that's the biggest thing. So after then, I'm pulling up to the water to do the burnout. And everybody does theirs a different way, man. But for me, I like to do a nice straight burnout. When I come out the burnout box, I pull straight to the line. I pull straight to the line. It ain't no waiting 10 minutes for me to get ready. Like, I pull straight to the line, turn fresh bulb on, I'm ready.
When you kind of alluded to my next thing I was about to ask you about, honestly, man. When you say you don't go up there and then wait 10 minutes, you go ahead and light that first bulb up. Does that kind of get into when people hear the term, he's trying to burn me down? Explain what burn me down means, and have you experienced it, or do you experience that a lot?
Oh yeah, man. I experienced it when I ran cut the check the first time. Like, it was like one of the worst burnouts I've ever seen. And really, so basically what it means is, so you got your stage bulbs, which is the two little yellow bulbs at the top of the tree.
Yeah.
All right. So you first gonna turn on your first yellow bulb, which is at the very top. When you turn that bulb on, normally you're gonna wait on the other guy to turn his first bulb on. Okay. So at that point, you can sit there as long as you want, man, and nobody can do anything about it. The worst case scenario is the starting line guy might make y'all back up and do it over, or he might just tell y'all go in. You know what I'm saying? So the burnout starts there. And a lot of times, if it's a turbo car racing a nitrous car, then the nitrous car want the turbo car to go in first, because normally a turbo car go in last. You know what I'm saying? Because they feel they boost up and bump in or whatever. So that's normally how it goes. So what happens is they try to make the turbo car go in first to get them out of character or whatever, to make them do something they not normally, they're not used to.
Yeah.
So if the turbo car goes in first, the other car, by like drag racing law, the other car got 7 seconds to pull in. So if you already done took your turbo car and you got it boosted up, ready to go, man, you already been waiting. Now you got to wait. You could possibly be waiting for 7 more seconds. So most people don't like to do that. They like to let the other car go in first and then the turbo pull in last. But for me, I don't care. I don't care, because I'm not gonna. I've learned. I didn't messed up, and I didn't got burnt down before. But I learned, man. You know, like I got a car that spools pretty fast, and like I don't. As soon as I go on my trans brake and put it to the floor, like my turbos will come up right then. So when I go in on the first bulb, I don't even build my car up. I'll just be sitting there chilling. And when I see them start to inch up, I go in and get on the trans brake, man, and I'm ready.
I got a comment in here from you familiar with Demonology 638, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he just asked if we were having an AARP meeting, like he's 20 years younger than me and you.
Well, I tell you what, man. You tell Demonology I'm looking for him. Tell him quit running Don't Master. Don't Master ain't in his class. And come run. Come get him some real. Come get him a real ass kicking. That's what he need to do. Tell him quit commenting on all my posts when he know he ain't gonna race, man. That's why him and Don't Master such good friends. They do the same bullshit. So you tell Demonology, I know you hear me, boy. Get your shit together and tell me where I need to come. And I'm on your ass.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you, you bringing me right back to Durham, bro. You talking just like we do in the bullshit, man. You feel me?
All day, man.
All day. Now.
All day, man. Demonology know, man. He know what's up. He know, man. He know what's up. I forget them guys' name to work on this car, man. But he know they gotta give him a little more. They gotta give him a little more horsepower before he come fucking with me. He know that, man. He know it.
Now, I ain't gonna lie. That's a matchup I would love to see, man. Boost Doctor versus Demonology.
I'm ready, man.
What the terms gonna be?
The damn big rims, man. I'm gonna run him on the same wheels he on.
So you're gonna be on slicks?
Yeah, he gonna have to come with it. But I'm gonna tell you now, it ain't gonna be nothing to see. It ain't gonna be nothing to see.
I think we need to set a date, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think we need to set a date.
You know what, man? Demonology, when I come whoop you, man. We ain't gonna run. We gonna match race, man. We gonna do the best 2 out of 3, man. Cause I know you're gonna be disappointed with what I do to you the first time. So I'm gonna whoop your ass again, man, just to confirm it.
If you win the first 2, you gonna race the third one?
Huh?
If you win the first 2 on the match racing, will you still run the third one?
Yeah, if he want to run. But I don't really see, it ain't going to be no reason to. It ain't going to be no reason to run after the first time. But I'm going to just, just in case he feeling like, something ain't go right or, shit happens, we going to do it again.
Oh, boy.
And that way, all them Demonology fans is out there that love him to death, man, and think he God's gift. That way they give you a second chance, man, to try to correct how you fucked up the first time.
Hold on. You think people think Demonology is God's gift in racing right now?
The Mopar fans, yeah, man. Like
Mopar.
Yeah, they love him, man. They love him, man. Like, man, he got a good channel, man. He bring the action to you, man. He talk to you. He let you know what's going on. Like, he got a real good channel.
Yeah.
But he ain't got a good enough car.
Oh, man, I don't even know what to say.
Saying, man. Like, man, like, in his world, man, against another demon or Hellcat or whatever, man, yeah, man, you doing good, man. But you better not come fucking with Luke Cage, boy, I'm going to tell you.
But I mean,
you better not.
But he mixes it up with Don't Master on a regular basis.
Yeah, Don't Master slow.
Oh, man, that's tight. That's tight right there.
I mean, I'm just saying. I'm just keeping it real, man. Like, Don't Master can't do what I do.
Oh, man, that's tight, brother. You know that's tight with this decision.
Just saying, man. Like, So they can keep on booking events with them 2 racing, man. But eventually, he gonna have to book an event and race me.
Hey, somebody's asking about Will Frazier. Is he as fast as he say? You know who Will Frazier is?
No, he ain't that fast.
Your question got answered.
Yeah, man. I would say I would say that 70% of the cars in the game were run slap over top of him. I seen this car run, unless he got it faster than when I last seen it. But with what he got, man, like he just can't compete with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a nice street car, it's a nice ride around car. But far as him coming to a big wheel race and trying to shine, nah. He ain't gonna do that. That's why he don't come to now.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
That's
like,
tight.
Man, you ain't you ain't doing nothing with that.
You
ain't doing nothing with that.
What's up with you and Mr. On Go? Mr. On Go 313 in here.
Oh yeah, that's my dog.
Yeah, man. I be seeing you out there, man, with a lot of different comments, man. And again, you don't bite your tongue, man. That's one thing I like about you, man. Like, you don't bite your tongue. You know, if
you know
they
what, man, if I got something to say, man, why I'm gonna go to sleep with it on my mind? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let you know what I got to tell you.
Yeah. I know a lot of people race for a lot of different reasons, man, whether it's money, whether it's, you know, pride or fame, or like you were saying earlier, you know, they doing it for the YouTube and all of that. In your opinion, man, is it the build of the car, or is it like just the love of winning? What is the reason for you to keep going out there every weekend?
Man, I'm gonna tell you like this, man. Like, I'm like a real deal hot rodder, man. Like, I'm the type guy that always had a car on the street and was always trying to make it faster, man. Like, that's me. Like, for me, it's the build. Like, it's starting with this, and you keep building up and building up and building up. You get faster and faster. And for me, that's what it is, man. Like, yeah, I want to win. I always want to win. But for me, it's the build of the car.
Yeah, I see my.
And I love. Like, I'm very competitive, man. So, like, yeah, man. When I go to the track, I'm going to the track to win.
Yeah,
that's why I'm going. Like, I ain't going for no other reason. I'm going to win. And, you know, sometimes it works out for you. Sometimes it don't.
Yeah, it's a comment in here from Stunt Boy Strizze. I see him. He said, "It's a competitive and for the money." So
so, you know, like, money is added to the equation now, but man, when I started, man, I wasn't making no damn money. Man, I've been racing since the 90s, man. And like, I ain't shit. I didn't threw so much damn money away messing with damn cars, man. Like, you know, there wasn't no money being made when I went to the track. And then what was so bad was, once I got my car running like really well and I go to the track, well, guess what? Don't nobody want to race me now. Oh man, that thing fast. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't want to race you. So you don't get money in the car, and now you can't make no money because the people don't think they can outrun you.
Well, I got.
So, like, for me, like, money, you know, money is an added benefit of the racing, man. But that ain't why I do it. Yeah, that ain't why I do it.
Yeah. So now check this out. And would it be a good scenario if kind of like the UFC with fighting, right? You know, there's obviously they're sanctioned. They have an organization, the UFC, and you know the fighters get ranked, and then to be the heavyweight or whatever at the top of your class, you have these mandatory fights. Would you be for like mandatory slotting based on, you know, you have to race so many races under an organization and the races are sanctioned under the organization? Would you be for that and nobody could run from anybody? The rules are already set. Is that something you would be interested in?
I mean, I like the idea of it, but I wouldn't be limited to that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it was if we had a little organization and we was doing stuff like that, that would be cool, man. But like, I'm not gonna be like, that's the only thing I can do. You know what I'm saying? I'm a, you know, like, nobody's gonna control how I campaign my car. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna do what I want to do with it.
Yeah,
because, but yeah, like, I feel like, you know, even now, man, I mean, it's sort of like that. I mean, you know, like, you're gonna eventually have to run somebody that's known to be fast. Like, man, the fans have chose my opponent so many times. They have chose my opponent so many times, man. But, you know, I'm at the point where I got my car, like, for the most part, I got it worked out pretty well. And if a person is on hard tires, I'll race them.
Yeah.
Am I going to beat them? I don't know. But if you on hard tires, I will race you. No questions asked.
Yeah.
You can have whatever done you want to have to your car, man. As long as it's a door car, you know, like a street looking car. It don't have to be a street car, but it gotta resemble a street car. You know what I'm saying? And as long as you got that and you got hard tires, man, I'll race you. I don't even care what size your wheels is. They could be fucking 15s. I don't even care.
Man, somebody literally just dropped the question in here that I was going to ask you. So I'm going to go ahead and pin that question right here, and I'm going to read it out for you. Murphy Tolife said, if the car don't have seats or music, well, what do you think about that? They don't have the seats or the music.
It don't bother me at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, if you out there, so they got what they call heavyweight in the big wheel world, man. And heavyweight is like the top dogs. And you know, if you're a top dog, you got to do what you got to do to run the fastest you can run. So yeah, man, you might take your seats out, or you know, you might have quirky seats in your car. You might, you know, your windows might not even roll down, man. You might have Lexus windows, all that, man. But like, if you at the top tier, then you pretty much gonna do what you need to do to go fast. Like for me, like my car's still a street car.
Yeah.
I still drive my car around. So it's like certain things I'm not gonna do to it because I want it to always be able to drive on the street. Yeah, man, like all them guys talk all that junk to me about me not having this or not having that. Hey, man, they cried about me not running the hood. Well, guess what, man? Half them motherfuckers ain't got hoods now. And I got my hood on because I got tired of hearing them talk about it. It ain't changed the results of any of my races. Like, I still win. Shit, I win even more now. You know what I'm saying? It ain't because of the hood, but I'm just saying I win even more now. And I got a hood.
Yeah.
You know, like, you know, when I first came on the scene, I just felt like whenever I won, everybody always tried to say it was because of a certain thing that I had going on that maybe somebody else didn't have going on.
Yeah.
So over time, man, I didn't kind of address everything everybody talked about. And guess what? I still win.
Yeah.
Because it just come down if you're a winner or a loser, man. It ain't got anything to do with how you do your car. Like, if I'm a winner, I'm going to do my car this way. I'm going to do it this certain way right here. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
that's how it go.
Yeah. Hey, we got Gone Hollywood in here. And we've been having a lot of comments in here saying, hey, when you going to race Hollywood?
Whenever he ready. So right now, man, Hollywood beat me in Pocahontas. That was one of the L's I was telling you about. I took a few L's. Hollywood beat me in Pocahontas. Well, I'm waiting on him to fix it. I can't wait for him to fix it. I got something for his ass. Yeah, I'm waiting. Yeah, boy. Fix your shit.
Man, we got somebody in here talking about my name is E Vapors. I guess they saying I look like Kurt Franklin. I guess dude is into what men look like tonight. Let me pin his comment. So what's his name? What is that? Vito the Don? He say I look like Kurt Franklin. So I guess he into what men. So do I look good to you? Hey, bro, are you saying I look good? Is that what you're saying? Get out of here. We got the wrong one, bro. he got the wrong one. Bull City, man. We ain't playing with you. I'm gonna get you up out of here, man. God, no. Hey, but look, Hollywood said it's on its way back. It's on its way back.
Boy, I'm waiting. And he know me, man. We both of us real racers, man. So when we see each other, it ain't gonna be no capping, man. It ain't gonna be no oh, I gotta do this first, I gotta do that, man. We gonna line this shit up. Just straight like that, man. We gonna line that shit up, man. When he fix that motherfucker, and we meet it, and both of us on the premises, it's going down. It's going all the way down.
We had another question in here that said they said you're from the old school, and what made you go to LS instead of like just big block?
So really, man, like for me, on a lower scale of things, like, man, if you just building like a basic motor, LS cheaper, man. I mean, It's cheaper. They easy to find. Like the big block stuff getting expensive now. You know what I'm saying? So if you trying to do if you want a motor, man, that where you're gonna use the factory block, you're gonna use the factory heads, man. Like you not beating the LS. Like that's the baddest shit out there. I mean, like far as using factory stuff. Now, if you got a bigger budget and you can buy pretty much whatever aftermarket part you need, man, I guess, man, it's gonna be hard to beat a big block, man. Like, cause they make all the killer heads for it, man. Like they make everything, man. So and then you got the Cuban inches too. So it's gonna be hard to beat a big block, man. Like I started with the LS because like I was, my budget, it was a different type build at the time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that was the most economical motor to use. That was the best bang for the buck, basically.
Yeah. Well, on that same note, we talking about motors, right? So I'm getting into the old school game myself, right? So I have a 84 Monaco that I'm having put together right now. It's actually going to be a small block setup. So my plan is to have a small block Monte Carlo and have another Monte Carlo that I want to build with with the LS. So give me about 3 different things that I can do to maximize that small block in that 84 Monte Carlo. We've already been talking about doing 150 shots of nitrous with that. So, what would you suggest?
So in any engine, man, like, okay, so cubic inches is a pretty big deal or whatever. It's nice to have cubic inches, but you don't necessarily have to have a big motor. But your bottom end got to be solid, like So you got this. It's like building a house, man. Like your foundation, it's got to be good. So you want a good, healthy bottom end. Now your power is gonna come from your heads, cam, intake, carburetor, or fuel injection, or whatever you got, man. That's where your power is. That's where your power is. The bottom end, I mean, yes, it's got something to do with it, man. Well, you can take a stock bottom end, man. If it's in good shape, man, you can put a really nice set of heads and cam and stuff in it, man, and you wouldn't believe what it would do. So, and then if you could flip that around, you could put a really big motor in a car, a really nice bottom end, big cubic inch, and then like you got some bullshit heads and shit on it, man. It ain't gonna make no power. It's gonna make torque, but it ain't gonna make no power. So like that, your induction, man, like your top end. That's if you got a small block, man, and you trying to make some power with it, put a nice set of heads on it.
Okay. So you said heads, cams. Would you suggest?
Heads, cam, and intake, man. That's your power. That's your power. Assuming that your bottom end is good. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't put it on a weak bottom end where the rings wore out and all that, man. But like if you got a solid bottom end, man, like your heads is very, very important.
Got it. So I already wrote my stuff down.
And so I don't really like. I mean, if you run a small block and you got factory casting heads on it, you ain't doing nothing. Small block, you gotta have aftermarket heads.
I'm trying to. I told my guy,
you got some super stock guys and stuff out there that can really do something with a set of heads, but man, they got so many hours in them. They got so many hours in them that they could buy a $5,000 set of heads, but they do that to meet the rules of the class. Like, if you ain't running no class, like, man, why you messing with some stock heads, man? Like, you gonna get you, man, they got aftermarket heads cheap now, man. Like, you can get you a nice set of heads, you know, $1,500, man, and you wouldn't believe the difference it'll make.
Okay, I'm gonna call my guy when we finish the interview, man. I'm gonna call my guy and say, look, man, let's talk.
Yeah, cause you know you gonna talk to guys, and they gonna tell you, oh man, these heads right here good, man. You just put you this cam in there, bro. Nah, man, fuck that, man. Put you some heads on there, man. Put you some good heads on there, man, and thank me later.
Hey, I promise I will. But guess who's back? Guess who's back with another comment, man?
Don't say Demonology.
Nah. The dude that said I look like Kurt Franklin.
Oh.
Let me read his comment. So he said, Vito the Don. He said, you sick? I cooked you. Huh? Travis Smiley. Let me help you out, brother. The brother's name is Tavis Smiley. It's not Travis Smiley. So now you think I look good. You think I look like Kurt Franklin, and you think I look like Tavis Smiley. Learn how to spell. It's Tavis, not Travis. And I'm married to a woman. So you can stop flirting, bro. Dang. I don't know what's up with these people, man. He worrying about how I look. We got Boost Doctor on here, and he worrying about how I look. He flirting. I don't appreciate that. I'm a married man.
How it is, man.
Years, man. Hey, Boost, you know how it is, man.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
come on, man.
I just learned, man, certain things I ain't even gonna address, man. Just keep it moving, man, because you'll be fucking talking and fussing all damn night about some shit, man. So
yeah, well,
certain shit ain't even worth damn replying to.
Yeah, and on that same,
he might didn't mean anything about it, man. That's the thing, man. When somebody typing, man, you don't know what angle they at. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like he you know, he might didn't mean anything with it. You know what I'm saying? But
That's
he might have been trying to be a dick. You know what I'm saying? So you just don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you know, the stand-up comedian in me had to go ahead and shoot him from the hip right quick. You know, I had to go ahead and put one in his leg right quick.
Oh, yeah.
But look, like, we're talking about the racing. We're talking about, you know, the builds and everything, man. You ever had a low point in racing, man, that kind of propelled you to where you are now? Was there a low point or a low moment that kind of sparked your where you are right now?
I ain't gonna say it's like a low point that sparked me, man, but like as a racer or as a car enthusiast, man, sometimes you spend money and stuff and shit don't go how you want it to go. Or like you might build a motor, man, and go out there and destroy it till it ain't no good in it. You know what I'm saying? And like, man, you just out of a bunch of money, man. It ain't nobody that's finna, you know, give you a motor for free. Like, man, whatever money you got in that, man, it's gone. You know what I'm saying? So like that's, you know, that can be devastating sometimes, man. Just the carnage and racing, man. I tell you, man, back in man, it had to be 2019. 2019, man, I bought a motor, man. It was a good deal, man. Like, I bought the motor, put it in my car. Man, I didn't even make it out the shop and it dropped the valve.
Wow.
You know, man, I was like, well, and man, it was, matter of fact, Don't Masters, the race he normally have in August, the Fast and Flashy race. No, it wasn't even August, it was April. The race he do in April. He do it like the first weekend in April every year. Well, I was trying to make that race, man, and it dropped the valve a day before the race. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, that was like one of them things I'm like, man, you know, it ain't even made it outside the shop, and it dropped the valve and went straight through the piston, you know what I'm saying? Like,
tough.
Tore the head up. Like, man, I had to weld the head up, man. I had to, you know, it was one of them things, man. So then I got the motor fixed, ran it a couple times, and I had another race in Fayetteville, Street Invaders race.
Okay.
I went out there and ran that race, man, and I made it down to the finals. It was me and Michael Britt. I made it down to the finals, man, and I said, well, I'm going to put a little bit more on. I know Michael pretty fast, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to put a little bit more on. Like, I ain't, for the type motor I had, it shouldn't have been really stressed. You know what I'm saying? So I did that, man. I went out there, man, and I basically drove around him, man, and probably 150 foot for the finish line, man, it threw a rod. And, man, he barely passed me right at the end, man. So I lost the race, and my motor was destroyed. I went back to the shop that night, took the motor apart. It broke a rod. It ripped the other rod. It ripped the wrist pin out the piston. It messed the cam up. It bent all the valves. It put 3 holes in the block. Man, like, it destroyed the motor, man. But, you know, at that point, I was like, man, I just bought this motor. What I do, man, I welded the block up. That block in my car right now. It's 3 patches in that block right now, man. The block that I've been running for the past 2 years. It's 3 patches in that block, man. I had to put a crank in it, new rods, new pistons, all new valves. Like, man, I had to redo the whole motor over, man, and I hadn't even had 10 runs on it. And it wasn't no cheap motor, like the LSX block, all that, you know, like good stuff. So, like, when things like that happen, man, it's like, you know, you thinking to yourself, well, I just went and bought this nice motor because this is what I need to go out there and race and not break. But guess what? The nice motor broke. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
it is what it is, man. But that's some of the things you go through with racing, man. Like, it don't, and you know, like a lot of things, like I didn't even never post that up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't never posted up, man. I just kept my head down, fixed my motor, and got back out there. You know what I'm saying? That's what I did.
Yeah, we got a question in here, man. What's your plans for Tony Bands?
I really don't want to say.
Okay.
But my plan is to speed him up, man. You know,
right.
whatever it take to make him do what he's trying to do. And y'all already know what he's trying to do. He's trying to outrun Megatron. And I already know that DNL knows that I'm working on that car. So guess what, man? They're gonna go in Megatron and they gonna tighten Megatron up too. So you know what? When we meet, man, it's going down and best man gonna win.
Yeah, no, that's tough, man. And you know, I figured you was gonna keep some things under wraps, man.
Yeah, like it ain't, and really, man, like, I really don't 100% know right now because I just got the car and I gotta fill out what he has already. You know what I'm saying? So I got to figure out, you know, what I'm gonna keep and what I'm gonna get rid of.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of the point we at right now. But we definitely coming to win.
I see.
To me, like, it's a good opportunity for me, man, because some people blame my success on me having a box Chevy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know, this will be a dunk I'll be working on, man, to get out there and show that, you know, I can do the same thing.
Yeah, yeah. Somebody was asking, well, I'm not getting, there might be too much inside information, man. Is Tony Band's gonna take those rims off and go with a smaller size wheel? I don't know if you can say anything.
At this point, no, because he wants his title back for the fastest on 30s. So no rims off right now.
Gotcha. Got another question, man. If you could break down the ideal time to run as a lightweight, middleweight, and heavyweight. If you got any ideal time to run in lightweight, middleweight, or heavyweight.
Man, if for a lightweight car, I would say high 10 second probably. You know what I'm saying? And like, you don't direct quote me, but it's just like this what I feel like. What I think, if you got a high 10 second car, so when you say lightweight, man, to me, like, a lightweight car is a car that's still like 100% street. You know what I'm saying? Like, it got everything in it. It probably got music in it, man. It's got interior done, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's a really nice street car or whatever. So, yeah, I would say high 10 second. And then I would say middleweight would probably be like low 10 second. to maybe, I would say low 10 second. And then I would say heavyweight is 9s and better.
Gotcha, man. And of course, all that goes with demon. I'm gonna quote Demonology. You know, I know he's a little, you know, hot topic right here. You know, he said you can have your car set up all different kind of ways, different modifications, but that driver mod, he always feels like the driver modification, that's his strong suit. So when you and Demonology line it up, you know, again, this is your opinion. You know, who do you think has a better driver mod? You know, the car can be as fast as it want to be. When y'all reading that light, when y'all doing the driver mod, who has a better driver mod?
Demonology in a way, man. He not like, you know what, man? If you got two cars and they fairly close, then yeah, man, it could come down to the driver, man. Like, he ain't even close enough to even, I mean, you ain't gonna beat me on the tree.
Oh man.
Man, you go look at all your races, man, and find a race where somebody just bailed out on me, man. You ain't gonna beat me on the tree, man. If you beat me on the tree, it's gonna be 0.01 or something like that, man. It's not gonna be a large margin, you know what I'm saying? So I just don't feel like his car is close enough to where it's gonna come down to no driver. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like that.
Again, you're not mixing words, you're not holding back, you kind of just saying what's on your mind. That's
I know the times he posts, and he better be faster than the times he posting. He better be a lot faster than the times he posting. Like when he got all excited over that 890, man, that ain't nothing. That ain't nothing. Man, that's my word. That ain't nothing. And that's just, I mean, man, he come out there, man. He come out there going, man, on some slicks, man. You come out there going some 890s, man. You in the fucking weight, man. Wow, you in the damn weight.
That's tight.
I promise you that.
That's tight.
He in the weight.
That's tight, man.
And he could think I'm bluffing. But all I can tell him to do is roll the dice. If you think I'm bluffing, roll the dice.
I'm gonna tell you like this, man. Since I've been, again, you know, building the 84 Monte Carlo, I've been doing my research and looking at getting a donk, a vert. So I want my lineup to be the 84 Monte Carlo small block, 80 whatever Monte Carlo with the big boy heavyweight, get down the track. And I'm a luxury guy. I'm a BMW i8 guy. Yeah. And I want to add a Lamborghini, right? So, but what I'm finding is me having a $150,000 i8, right? I'm seeing people put that kind of money into racing.
Yeah.
How much does it take to be one of the big boys in the heavyweight?
It depends on who you are.
Oh man.
It depends on who you are, because you know, rumors are, well, it ain't even a rumor. Lulu told me out his own mouth that he got 200 in his car. He said he got 200 in it. But, you know, our car, man, you know, it's more like 50. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, some people need more to get the same results. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't. You know, like, you know, it ain't a set amount of cash you need, man. Then, you know, I do everything myself, man. So, like, I ain't got to pay nobody to do anything. The only thing I pay for is machine work.
Yeah.
And I even get hooked up on that, really. So, like, man, so, you know, it's for everybody, it's going to be different, man. It's going to be different. And it's going to, and your knowledge, you know, whereas one person might need these $10,000 heads to do the job, I might can do it with a set of $2,000 heads. You know what I'm saying? So it's all types of stuff, man. I mean, everything is a factor.
Yeah.
And then, like, you know, it's like I think in the big wheel world, everybody got the more is better mentality. And I just feel like, you know, a lot of people got some shit that they don't need.
Yeah.
You know, like some shit like, you know, the more power you go out there and make, the more complicated it is to get the job done.
Yeah.
You would think it'd be easier, but it's harder, man, because you got to learn how to use that power.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, man, like for me, like I say, man, I probably got like a $50,000 setup, but
Yeah.
you know, people that's got double that easily.
Yeah,
You know
but you know, you clearly got to have the money to be in racing. That goes without saying, right?
Oh yeah.
You got to have the money. Let me read a comment from somebody that's in here. Maybe she's in the racing. Mercy_Benz2. You know, I mentioned that I had an I8, and she said I8's weak. I mean, I didn't buy the I8 to race. I know every time the doors go up, the ladies seem to have a reaction. Maybe she's having a reaction to the
Yeah,
I8.
they starting to mod them things now, man. They doing pretty good with them.
Yeah, man. I mean, I bought the I8 for fun, man. It was a fun it's a fun car. And you know, every time I would go somewhere, the doors go up, get the crazy reaction from everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's always somebody that don't have one, you know, that make comments like that. Because I look at whatever car you have is your car. If you have a SRT Dodge Neon, that's your car. I don't care what nobody else got. You know what I'm saying? I just always had to laugh at people, man. Because usually when somebody say I8, I'm like, it's $150,000 car. 3.90 to 60. That's not too slow, is it?
No, it ain't too bad.
That ain't too bad. All-wheel drive, all electric. I can ride my car for a whole month with no gas.
Yeah.
Man, it's funny to me, man. Like when people talk about the I8, bro, I'm like, man, I can get any car I want. I can go get a Lamborghini right now. You know what I'm saying? But it's like people that don't have cars. Maybe it's the whole oil pressure thing. With no oil pressure, got all these things to say about folk. That's
no,
great.
I don't even really think it's that, man. And it's like I have to bring sports in this again, man.
Yeah. Man,
if you like the Pittsburgh Steelers, man, you ain't gonna like the Giants or whoever, man. Like I mean, that's who you like. So like if she likes Chevy, man, and you got a BMW or whatever, man, yeah, man, she gonna talk some shit about it. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it go, man. Like, you know, like Ford and Chevy, like, man, that's the biggest debate ever, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, but if you like Ford, the typical person that likes Ford don't like Chevy, man.
Yeah.
There's some people out there that like both, but the typical person, if they like Ford, they don't like Chevy. Well, if they like Chevy, they don't like Ford. You know what I'm saying? So it's most of the time I think it's just that.
Yeah. It probably is a combination of that, man. But I think most of it is people just like what they like you just saying, people love what they love. And that's the thing about it, man. You can buy what you can afford. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it's all good and it's all in fun at the end of the day. And on kind of the same lines, man, I always think about balance, you know what I'm saying? Am I buying too much? My wife is on me right now because I'm talking about adding the Malo and adding the Donk. She's like, hey, hold on for a second. You know what I'm saying? Let's take a look at some things.
Yeah, you're doing too much.
Doing too much. Hey, I'm just being real. You know what I'm saying? We've been married 15 years, man. So, we have these meetings of the minds when it comes to money and everything. And what I was going to ask you, man, do you ever find it difficult balancing racing and investing in racing versus family time and things you do with the family? Do you ever find it hard to balance that?
I mean, man, I think my wife is, a lot different from many women out there, and she, I get a lot of freedom, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I get a lot of freedom, but at the same time, like, I don't really think it's like that hard to balance. Like, you just do the things what you got to do, man. You know what I'm saying? Just do the thing what you got to do, man. It's been plenty of times, like, man, so since I've been in big wheel racing, like, this really, man, the only time in my life where I've been able to just race continuously, like, because there's been times, man, where, I ain't had a budget to race. So, I sit that to the side and do some of my other hobbies. You know what I'm saying? Cause I'm gonna have a hobby, you know what I'm saying? But you know, there's other hobbies that's cheaper. So, you know, man, it's all about happiness, man. It's all about happiness. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't gotta race my car to be happy, but I gotta do something. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't gotta race my car, but like you know, I might wanna do car audio. I might wanna do mini bikes, RC cars, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna wanna do something. You know what I'm saying? Like if all you do is go to work and that's it, man, like it's gonna at some point, man, you're not gonna be happy. Like, man, you gotta have something that you love. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, that's real, man, and I'm glad you just said that, man, because I'm retired myself, man. I did 20 years in the military, retired, and I worked for the federal government for about 6 years, and last August I made a decision to resign from my position there, and not work at all. And one of the reasons I did that was because of the pandemic we're in, and we decided to keep my oldest daughter, Madison, home for homeschool. You know.
Yeah. My daughter named Madison too.
Oh no!
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Well, my Madison is only 7 years old. How old is your Madison?
She's 16.
16. Okay. So I'm gonna have to call you offline and ask you a few questions to get me ready.
Yeah.
Woo! I got two girls.
Sir.
I got two girls. I have well, my daughter Mackenzie will be 2 years old April 2nd.
Yeah.
So April is a big month around here for us, man. My wife's birthday is in April, man. Mackenzie's birthday is in
my
April.
birthday April 15th.
Oh, okay. Tax day.
Yeah.
Tax day, man. That's dope, man. So you got a Madison, I got a Madison, man. Does she enjoy watching you race, man?
Oh yeah. I mean, she definitely has taken more of a liking to it, you know, the past few years. I mean, she older now, like, you know, that she enjoyed it.
Yeah. I was reading the comment. They said, hey, we started late with the kids. I'll give my short story on that, man. Like, oh, drop the camera. I see. You know, having kids, I don't even think it's a time frame, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people had kids in their 20s, some people have them in their 30s. And I just say for me, I just feel like God's timing was for us to have kids, you know, when I turned 40 years old. I'm 47 years old now.
Yeah.
And for me, being in the military, I was deployed, going different places. And literally having a child, once I retired at 38. And having my first child at 40, it was a blessing. I never had to be deployed away from my kids. Because I used to say what my man said, dang, I had kids late. But then I changed my whole, I said, no. I had kids on God's time.
That's right.
And I'm in a strong financial position that my kids won't ever have to worry about anything. So it's been a blessing, man, to have. But I used to say the same thing. Man, I had kids late. But man,
I got gaps, man. I got 4 kids, and my son just turned 28. My daughter Madison 16, Nicholas 8, and Myra 5. So I got some gaps.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah.
That's interesting. And you know, again, you know, in your 40s, you know, you're more settled mentally and you know, in a different place.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Career wise, man. And you know, we got some people here saying, man, they had their kids early. I remember in high school having friends, and I couldn't imagine having a child that early, but they managed to take care of them, man. Their kids are grown now, and that's just life, man. You have them when you have them.
You gotta do what you gotta do, man. You gotta handle it.
Yeah, you gotta handle it, man. So I'm not gonna hold you all night, man. I just want to kind of just wrap up by just kind of asking you, you know, what does Boost Doctor have next, and is there a specific racer that you got to have next?
Man, I said this year, man, I want to get everybody that's done beat me before. I want a rematch. Everybody, like last year, man, I had a pretty good year, man. Like I won all my grudge races, all of them. You know what I'm saying? So that was on rims and on slicks. So this year, you know, I like to get back the guys that's gonna beat me. That's CEO Larry, cause he beat me. I had transmission problems. He beat me like ain't no question, man. Like, you know, I had problems. I came into the race with a problem and just did the race, man, just to keep the fans, just to keep them off of me. You know what I'm saying? Cause you know how you advertising races, man, and everybody comes see it, and then it don't go down, man. It was one of them situations where I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna just do the race.
Yeah.
And, you know, and I lost. You know what I'm saying? So that's one person. The other person is Bruce, been getting cash. Oh man. That boy been running for me for 3 years.
Oh no.
3 years, man. He been running for me since 18. Well, it's been like 2.5 years. Since like August 18, man. You been running, man.
Oh man.
And you know what? You know what, man? If you don't want to race me and you feel like I got too much for you, just say it. But if you don't get on there, if you don't get on here and say that, then yeah, I'm on your ass. Like, make it happen. If he keeps saying that he ain't scared of me, but I mean, we done been to the same track 10 times since 18 or more. You know what I'm saying? He ain't raced yet.
Getting tight.
Oh, what's up, Grandpa? You know what I'm saying? Like, he my buddy then, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to talk about racing. Then you get on your little live and say how you ain't scared of me. You know what I'm saying? But then you begging, I gotta give you something to race and all this, man. Like, you got 4 fucking cars, man. You know what, man? Bill went faster. Bill went damn fast, man. You know what? You got 4 cars and you gotta beg somebody for you know, you want a handicap race? Nah, man. Sell a couple of them cars, man, and put it all in one. You know what I'm saying? And then maybe you won't need nothing from me. You know what I'm saying? And then, like I already mentioned, Hollywood. So, you know, Hollywood beat me. It was actually a pretty good race, man. He put me on top end or whatever, man. You know, he won. But I'm ready. I'm ready. So, Hollywood, get your shit right. I'm gonna bust your ass.
Hey y'all heard it right here on Cartalktv, man. And if y'all watching here on IG, man, we definitely appreciate y'all. And we would love for y'all to check us out on YouTube, man. We're growing our YouTube channel. So make sure y'all come out to Cartalktv, subscribe to Cartalktv on YouTube, man. We're trying to have a positive place to talk about cars, talk about life, and hopefully inspire people along the way. That's really our goal at Cartalktv. Myself and the co-host Car Show Rail. He's an OG in the Baltimore area, man. You know, 10, 11 years ago, man, doing car shows and car clubs, riding on Forgiatos, big wheels, got the Tahoe truck with the Lambo doors, all that kind of stuff, man. Like, we've done that. We've been there, done that. And now I think it's time to really bring people together, man, in a positive light, man. I like to have fun.
For sure.
Yeah, and this is a fun place, man. You know, and folk making comments in here, man. I love that. Again, I do stand-up comedy, so I'm always going to pull somebody out of the crowd and just mess with them a little bit, man. All in fun. And I see you do the same thing, man, on your live and stuff too. Yes, sir. So with that being said, go ahead.
The answer, good night, Zoe. Yeah, man, Bruce definitely got different energy in person with me. For sure. For sure.
And
somebody just asked about Boxzilla.
Yeah.
Me and Boxzilla got a race on slicks September the 11th at Shady Side Dragway.
Okay.
So Boxzilla is a grown man. I know this. But I will be prepared.
Man, okay. Y'all heard it here first, man. September 11th, man. It's going down. Boxzilla going all the way down, man. I've had a good time, man. I just feel like I'm sitting here with a fellow Bull City brother.
Yes, sir.
Know?
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? We chopped it up, man, from talking about the 90s car scenes, man, how you got started, to family. We both got Madisons. And life is good, man. I love what you're doing. And hopefully I'm about 45 minutes from Durham right here in Fayetteville Spring Lake, North Carolina, actually. You know, I'm about
Yeah,
45 minutes from my mama house
yeah.
over by South Point.
Yes, sir.
So I'll be heading to, where is your shop located at? Where you do your work out of?
Raleigh, Mayhem Motorsports.
Mayhem Motorsports. Okay. Mayhem Motorsports. Good stuff. Good stuff, man. All right. Well, Car Talk TV family, we're going to go ahead and close it out, man. Again, on behalf of myself, Car Show Rail, this has been a great interview with Boost Doctor. Boost Doctor, we thank you, man. And we'll see you next time.
I appreciate you for having me on, man.
Yes, sir. Peace out.
All right, now.